is it?
I don't know. I don't know.
What's your ring?
In the summer of 2021, this video was posted to YouTube by a user that goes by the name Fat Reacts, and it's worth noting that it is the only video on their channel, and it's simply titled "Found a Dead Body in a Cooler at a Lake." And from what can be gathered of the video, it's exactly that, because as this group of teenagers pull this pink cooler out of the water, they're immediately hit with an intense smell of decay. In addition, there's black tape wrapped all around it. Fighting through the smell, they eventually pry it open, but what they discover truly disturbs them.
Do it. Open it.
With what?
Your knife. Oh, what is it?
Oh my god.
Open it up for a minute. I gotta record it.
I'm not looking in there. What is that? What is it?
I don't know. I don't know.
What's your ring? What does it look like?
It looks like,
What does it look like, bro?
it looks like dead fish.
You lying.
I swear.
Matthew, what does it look like, bro?
Disgusting.
Bro. Like, this is like somebody's body. You look like somebody's body? Huh?
I don't know. I'm holding my breath every time I go over there.
Look.
I don't know what. It smells like garbage. Oh, look at the fish.
I'm not looking over there.
It is disgusting. I'm calling 911.
Don't call the emergency one. Look up non-emergency.
Non-emergency.
That was nasty.
I'm about to throw up.
What is it? I can't tell.
Reading update. It was an infant that was neglected and abandoned in that cooler, filled with water. This next video was recorded by a regular home security cam, set up by a young family in their living room. They installed it for safety and to keep an eye on their baby when he's alone. But one day while reviewing the footage, the mom spotted something super weird. The family was shocked. They couldn't find any draft animals or other explanations. And clearly, the baby wasn't going to explain anything. Some people believe it might have been a deceased relative, stopping by to check on the little one. Others think it's something way more sinister, completely unrelated to the family. They say Rabagliati Hospital in Lima, Peru is one of the most cursed places in the country. And footage taken inside the hospital morgue on January 21st, 2024 only adds to its sinister reputation. In one of the dark hallways, we see a hospital stretcher rolling down the corridor all by itself. No one pushed it, no tricks, just pure unexplained movement. Some skeptics blame drafts, but most people believe an invisible presence roams the hospital, possibly a soul that never found peace. Seemingly normal and harmless. However, everything takes a sudden turn when something strange and terrifying appears in the background.
No bajes los pies.
A bizarre figure resembling the rake emerges in the background. This short yet chilling moment raises many questions and sends shivers down the spine. What is that, and why is it hiding here? Questions that remain unanswered. A woman named Sandra records a video of a house where not too long ago, something horrifying took place. Currently, no one lives in this house, and the reason for this is because Sandra moved out of it. She was the one who used to live there, and no one else has moved in since her. But for good reason, something isn't right with this place.
So we are pulling up to my old house. No one lives here anymore. It's haunted.
The reason she and her boyfriend moved out of this house in the first place wasn't just because they couldn't keep up with the bills, but also because of the strange things that kept happening inside. One night, Sandra woke up in a cold sweat to find someone or something staring at her from across the room. She blames it on sleep paralysis. A chair that appears heavy falls on its own, and it happens right when Sandra arrives. Despite there being nothing around to tip it over, the chair crashes down for this reason. She believes it was no accident that this occurred. Just a few nights ago, the back door opened on its own, and before that, Sandra was already experiencing strange happenings. In this house, it's no wonder why Sandra is fully convinced her old place is haunted. What are your thoughts on this? Is it actually the case that her old house is haunted? Or might there be an explanation for everything that's occurred? For now, there has yet to be a definitive answer to this question. Now the following video comes from a girl named Amy, who writes that one night before going to bed, her little sister was freaking out because apparently she saw someone inside her bathroom.
And tall. He's tall? Do you still see him? Is he still in there?
Yeah.
Yeah? You want to show me where? In the shower? Okay. Are you sure you saw him?
Yeah.
Amy's sister is shaken up, understandably. Even Amy herself was freaked out by this. There was no way she was making this up, as she knows her sister too well for that. Although pretty creepy, she eventually forgets the whole thing. But fast forward to a couple nights later, and Amy records a video after seeing someone standing in her bathroom. Now, just to clarify, both Amy and her sister share the same bedroom, which is why her sister is seen here. She was dead asleep when this happened, and thankfully so, because while recording this video, Amy gets this.
literally fell from up there.
Out of nowhere, the smoke detector falls in front of a mirror, and in its reflection, Amy's comforter seen shifting on its own. It suddenly peels back as if someone was pulling it open. But as we can see, no one is around to have done that. And it doesn't help that her sister saw a figure standing in the same room. Not much else is known about this incident, except that it scared the living daylights out of Amy. Like all videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Just how exactly did the comforter lift on its own?
It happened at the Vatican. I saw it. We were supposed to meet with the Pope, and I went and I met with several cardinals, I think the good cardinals, and I saw stuff that I had never seen before. That night, we were with, I don't even remember who they were, but they were the most Christ-like cardinals and preachers or whatever they were. You could tell everybody's guard in that group, everybody's guard was up. And all of a sudden, and I'm not kidding you, the room dropped 10 degrees. And I happened to be looking at the door way across this huge room. And here comes this guy. So he was the main guy that, you had to get by if you were going to get to the Pope. And I said, holy cow, who is that guy? And the whole group of really nice guys turned around and looked at him, and one of them turned back and went, "Oh, you can feel that?" And I said, "Oh, yeah." And they were like, "Oh, good sense on you." Oh no, he's leading the opposition. So he's the guy, I think, that was helping thwart Benedict. But it's exactly what we saw in 2016. It's what we're now seeing in the EU, where the people with power are just taking people out.
This is proof that evil exists. Dolly Flesh was a YouTuber who created stop-motion animations, and all of them would end in really disturbing ways. Aside from the way they ended, the storyline behind these would include murder or animal cruelty. A character he named Itchy the Clown was clearly his favorite and was based off of John Wayne Gacy. It's clear watching the videos that John Wayne Gacy influenced some of his decisions, but sooner or later the claymations would no longer do it for him. On May 7th, 2019, he posted to Twitter, "I think I'll purchase some hamsters soon as a form of company." About a week later, he uploaded a video titled "One Kid, 3 Hamsters," where he showed off his new companions. The day after this video, he stabbed, drowned, and microwaved the hamsters and uploaded it to YouTube. May 25th, 2020, he was arrested for the cruelty of animals and was released on just a $1,000 bond. During his trial, he was asked why he even did these things, to which he responded, "I was bored and I enjoyed watching them." If you want to see more true crime, make sure to hit the follow button.
I'm just sharing this with you, and like I said, this is something that is an intern that really changed my life. Had a patient got stabbed in the heart. When I walked in the ER because I was on the ER, but the surgeon had his chest cracked open, and he had his finger in the guy's heart. And they pronounced him dead. He was a young man, maybe 22, 23 years old. Drug deal that went bad. He died, and the surgeon was a Christian, Dr. Forster to be exact, said, "We're not going to let him go without a fight." So he took him to the OR, took him to surgery, pumped him full of blood, got a pulse, tied the hole in his heart up with a suture, and since I was on the surgery unit, I had to wait until he woke up. After about 4 hours, the guy woke up, and he looked me in the eye, and he grabbed me, and he started crying, sobbing, and he said, "I met the devil." And I said, "What do you mean you met the devil?" He said, "I saw you working on me. I was dead. I never prayed." And he could feel, he went straight down into hell. And he said he looked in the eyes of the devil, and he prayed. He said he never prayed before. It was never spiritual. And he said, "Please God, I'll change my life." And he felt an angel or a hand pull him back up. and that's when he awoke. And it was the most amazing experience because he was legit. I mean, no one makes up something like that. And last I heard, he's completely changed his life. He gave his life to God, and I still, to this day, the look in his eye when he woke up, the terror. I'm absolutely convinced that he did meet the devil. And once again, I've not followed up on where he's at now, but I heard he's doing really good. And if I can get that information, I'll get it for you.
Okay. What was your reaction when the doctor told you that they were going to sew him back up? And
I thought he was crazy because the guy bled out. He was dead. There was blood on the ceiling because he got stabbed in the heart, blood all around him, and he had no pulse. He was lifeless. And the Christian doctor said, Dr. Forster, we're going to take him and we're going to try to revive him. And it was actually miraculous because the guy was dead. He completely bled out. And you don't open someone's chest in the ER, stick your finger in a hole. That's a last-ditch effort. And I thought he was crazy, but now in retrospect, it happened for a reason. And that basically changed my whole outlook on medicine. And that was when I was a young intern back in 19...
Exorcist. Exorcists have noted that there has been a rise in the demand for exorcism globally for the last 2 decades. Over 500,000 people seek exorcism every year in Italy, and thousands more are being done in other places. According to Father Vincent P. Lambert, an exorcist based in Indianapolis, demons manifest in different forms. It could possess humans and inanimate objects and attack you physically and mentally. But the priest also said that not all complaints are actual demonic possessions. Out of 5,000 cases, usually only 1 case needs a legitimate exorcism, while others are due to mental health issues.
Thanks for watching. More creepy stories coming soon.